Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Monday edition of Moohead Radio. It is me, Mr. Moohead, back to begin yet another week of sports coverage for Northeast Ohio sports. I've been doing it for 826 years, and now I'm heading into my 827th year. So I and the woolly mastodon are the two survivors of the Northeast Ohio sports scene. Joining me, as always, is not quite always,
Not
but when
always,
he's
but
not sleeping, when he's
when I'm
not
not
sleeping,
sleeping, if I'm awake, I am on.
right?
If I'm not awake, I'm not.
Which is better than Stephen, who was comatose sometimes when he was on.
Correct. So
Thank you. Oh, it's Mr. Moose.
It is Mr. Moose.
Yep,
It's
from merry old England.
It's Mrs. Moose's birthday tomorrow. So
is it really?
Yeah, she's going to be 63. Can I say that?
63?
63, Mrs. Moose.
Wow. And David Talevsky just noticed. I mean, it's very interesting. There's a reason why I have new glasses. My prescription changed, and I didn't want, the rims that I had busted. Okay. Like a tin roof, it busted instead of rusted.
Wow.
Yep. And so I had to go ahead and get, and so I went for a new look. What do you think, David? Hey, what do you think?
I'm not gay, but I'm willing to learn.
Speak of the devil, my goodness, look who just popped in here. Hey. Oh my, yeah. I wanted something that was a little bit bigger,
gravitas.
Yeah, well, not only that, but to hide my sheer ugliness. As I get older, there are more and more flaws in my face. So
wow.
Well, why? That's interesting, David, because Kenny's blind to the deficiencies of his team. We'll get into that in just a minute. What I want to talk about to start out the program is just some of the activity in the NFL, because some of it does affect the Browns. But I thought this was hilarious. Heading into the 2026 season, the Atlanta Falcons, they have two quarterbacks. Isn't that exciting? They got two quarterbacks. And isn't it amazing? They're both little left-handed guys.
Oh, no.
And he hasn't even found his way to Dylan Gabriel yet.
It's me. I'm down here. You can't see me.
Tagovailoa, Tua is now has signed a 1-year deal to be with the Kevmeister. That's really lovely.
I saw that he'd been released, but I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, there's a short left-hander with no arm strength. Kevin's going to be all over him. It's kind of like some guys, blondes. They like blondes better than brunettes. Kevin likes short left-handed quarterbacks. So, and of course, Michael Penix, because Kirk Cousins is gone. They got rid of Kirk Cousins long before Kevin could possibly claim him. So now they have two left-handed, shorter quarterbacks. Penix has an arm that doesn't know where it's going, and Tua, God only knows what they see in him. But I thought that was interesting.
Correct me if I'm wrong, or somebody in the chat room will, but isn't Kirk Cousins the NFL player with the most cumulative salary of all time?
Oh, yeah. He's been the greatest timed negotiator. Yeah.
The greatest, is he like Jewish or something? Can I say that?
No, but I'm wondering if Linderbaum is the guy.
Linderbaum,
Mr. Linderbaum. Linderbaum. He's no longer a Raven, and somebody paid him more money than you could stuff into a bank. So there's a lot. But the Browns have signed Chargers free agent guard Zion Johnson to a 3-year deal.
Zion, great name.
And there will be people who will say, no.
So is he going to lead us to the promised land? So many jokes.
Well, thank you so much. people are all pissed off at the PFF numbers for this guy, especially seeing as how he was one of the people responsible for getting the Chargers quarterback
killed, Justin Herbert.
Oh, yep.
No,
but,
not again.
but
block that guy.
Different system. You never know what's going to happen. But they're doing what they're supposed to. They're going after free agent offensive linemen.
Yeah.
So so that's 2 down. And a few to go.
So we need to get 10 offensive linemen.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck
I don't. But we lost Devin Bush.
What happened to him?
He went with another team. I mean,
really? You mean somebody on our team was good enough to go to somebody else's team? No way.
Well, he went to the Bears, and the thing that's interesting about this, Devin Bush had an absolute breakout season in Cleveland, but who knows what defensive system he's going to go to? Because when he was in the vaunted Steelers system, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Yeah, he came to Cleveland, and he did really well. So you never know. I guess you never know. Somehow, I guess with the Browns, we do know.
We always know with the Browns.
And we'll be talking a little bit more about the NFL movement, of players a little bit into the program. I'm a little bit starting out today's program kind of on my high horse. Everything that I said in my last program has come to pass. I just want you to know when I'm right, I will pound it in with a hammer bigger than your dick. Okay. And so you can take that any way you want, depending if you look down at your crotch and you say, God, damn, he has a small hammer. Or if you go, wow, that guy got a hell of a hammer, but I'm going to hammer at this because all you have to do is take a look at what's happening with the NBA. The entire league is fixed. It is obvious that the Pistons can't play basketball now.
Correct. They've fallen apart. They've fallen off a cliff.
I've never seen anything so dramatic after a little break. It's like they lost to the Cavaliers, and it was like they just. I think that JB Bickerstaff just has a way of losing his team. And I think he went in and yelled at them one time too many. And they just said, fuck you, you asshole. And they're just, Cade Cunningham didn't play the following game. Then Cade Cunningham did play and they still lost. They've lost 4 games in a row. And Boston is there. I'm Tommy Heinsohn, and I told you this just on Friday. Go fuck your mother. You listen to me because I know everything. I'm dead and I'm talking to you now. Consequently,
just walked away because when you brought out Tommy Heinsohn.
Yeah, well, that dog, what does he know? What is it compared to me?
He's a great dog. He's not a white dog, is he?
He's a canine. And there's only so much he can deliver. But, let me tell you something. Brown, oh my God, I about had a hard on. Wow. I was watching that game against the Cavaliers, laughing my Irish Catholic butt off. And I honest to God, Tatum, oh my God, and Pritchard, he's white. I told white. Everybody, look out for the white guys, Hauser and Pritchard.
Oh God, did you see that there was an all-white lineup at one point where Derek White was out there with like 4 white guys?
It's about time. I don't know how many years since I died that I have been telling the people in the Boston organization, we need more Caucasians.
There's like Matt Garza and some Dennis Shieldman or whatever his name was.
Yeah, I mean, they were throwing them in from the ocean.
And they were like, heaving them in from 50 yards away.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I know. It was like Tommy Heinsohn touched them and they all turned to gold. Yeah. So, but I wanted to have some illustrations here of what's happening to basketball in general. It's not just the NBA, but it's college basketball. This is one of my favorite videos of the day. You take into account the number 4 seed in a tournament, playing the number 1 seed. The number 1 seed was 26-6 during the season, and the number 4 seed was 16-16, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to blow this up. No, I can't blow this up. I just fucked it up is what I did. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll share this with you because this is nothing short of bizarre. And it makes you wonder how they can allow this play that decided everything to count.
It's controversial that you're showing here.
Oh, yup.
Wow.
All right. So here we go. We're going to share this. Bang. All right.
Ooh, something's happening.
Ooh,
Navy
against Boston U. Now, I mean, Navy was the number 1 rated team, right? And they were 26-6. And, I'll see if I can slide this so that it's a little bit more central on your screen. And we're going to start this. The game is tied at 70-70 at this point. And there's an inbound play. And watch what ends up happening. This is nauseating.
You keep the ball out of Benini's hands. Be tough to do. He's not going to give it up now. Final ticks. Major League Player of the Year speeding in. Gets the layup. Knicks lead. BU chance back. Gladden. Go! Chance.
Now it looks like an amazing finish, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not.
Ooh, what happened?
All right, we're going to go back. Watch what happens. And I can't see all these little stupid things down here.
Oh, you're trying to full screen.
I'm going to have to full screen this and so that you'll see once and for all what happened. All right, here we go. And what you're doing is you're looking down here at the clock, the game clock.
Oh, the game clock. All right.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Now, final ticks. Major League Player of the Year speeding in.
3.6 seconds. All right.
Yeah.
They have to get the ball up the court to score the winning points in 3.6 seconds.
Oh, the clock's not started. Still not started. I didn't notice that. The first, still not. Whoa, now it's gone.
Yep. They gave him about half a court.
So he got the ball up in less than 0.5 of a second.
Fast motherfucker, isn't he?
Yeah. Damn, that's like Usain Bolt going that, how many yards that is.
So basically, it doesn't.
Fuck me. When did they actually? Can you it's still 3.6 there.
Yep. And so that's how much real estate. How long would it have taken for him?
Oh God, there's no way that they could have gotten.
All right, so let's go back to the beginning of this when they inbounded the ball, okay, right, with 8.4 seconds.
Oh, you're going to use the scientific method here to determine.
You keep the ball out of Benini's hands.
Okay, now.
8.4.
He's not going to give it up now.
That's 1.3 seconds.
All right, let me get this.
Another half a second, so 1.8.
Final.
So he's at the 3-point line with 5.9. So it was like 2.5 seconds, right?
2.5 seconds.
Right. So that's what it took.
Major League Player of the Year speeding in.
And then this nonsense.
They fucked them. They fucked our they fucked Navy. How can you fuck Navy of all people?
I don't know.
They're out defending America right now.
Oh, no. So, I'm looking at that and I'm saying to myself,
that's shit.
Shit, if Boston U and Navy can get fucked up that way, and nobody even bothered to look at it after, afterwards. That's the thing that makes me really, wonder about this. Now, but wait, there's more. Here's what happens in the NBA when there's no credibility. And I talked about this on Friday's program, that there's no credibility. If you want to gamble your money in the NBA, fine, but there's no credibility in the league. This was something that happened in the Lakers-Knicks game. Now, it was a game in which the Knicks lost. But at this point, there's a 6-point difference in the game. And it's in the third quarter with 9 minutes left. So what we're going to do here is we're going to share the screen as we always do, and share this. Bong! And I'm going to go ahead and kick this up too, so that y'all can see this. I want you to keep your eye on Jokic. All right. When the players tell you what's happening in the NBA, then you have to really stop and listen. You ready? Here we go.
Doncic defended by Anunoby. 3 minutes into quarter number 3. Luka with one has to put it up. He's falling out of bounds. He lands in the first row and he makes the 3.
You have got to be kidding me. A schedule that can be absolutely brutal.
Now, here we go. Watch what happens here.
Doncic just lost it off his foot.
Now, he's just lost the ball, right?
Correct.
All right. The Lakers are up by 11 at this point in the game. Watch how he draws a charge out of this. All right. And this is not going to end the way you think.
Turns it over. Numbers for the Knicks, 4-on-1. Diawara gives it up to Hart. Doncic, despite the contact, thought.
Did you see the gesture?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Johnny Manziel.
When the players know that the referees are being paid and being bribed to make bad calls and are doing it on camera during games, I'm amazed that this is not going to result in a fine. But the credibility in the league is at an all-time low, and everybody knows it. And this guy gets more calls than anyone, but if you go back and you look at the goddamn play, I mean, it wasn't like he just ran in front of him.
Numbers for the Knicks.
He's already outside the protected zone.
He is.
He's stationary with his arms at his side right now and his feet planted.
Yeah.
And the Knick player goes and
one
bang right over
gives it up to Hart.
No call, no call. All right.
Wow.
All right. So his response is, you saw what I just saw. The referees are cheating again. Now,
like I said before so many times, I think they do that to make games closer than they need to be.
Yeah. It goes much deeper than that in my mind, and I'm going to again try to show you why I feel this way. I look at the NBA standings, okay, and I'm going to share this screen because sometimes people don't overview things the way that they should, and take a look at. And we're going to share this, and bingo. All right. So you take a look at the Pistons, and I'm circling right here. Maybe I should, you can see that okay, can't you?
Oh, yeah. I can see they've lost 4 games in a row.
They've lost 4 in a row. The Celtics conveniently winning 2 games in a row.
Wow.
The Knicks have lost 1, but before that.
Everybody's like playing 500 basketball except for Boston.
That's right. It's right.
Miami.
Now, this here, picking up 3 games within 3 games, basically for the Celtics, and you can see the Pistons just not showing up on the court, and I'm sure they're not getting any calls. We can do the skip to Malou and say Boston's going up 1. It doesn't matter where Detroit plays because JB Bickerstaff's the coach and he blows. The Knicks and the Cavaliers. But what I want to point out is what's happening below. All of a sudden, look at the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, the Magic, yes.
Now, why? Why would they suddenly catch fire and win 7 of their last 10 games? And if you're looking and the Heat just got done whipping on some people, and they're 8-2.
They are.
Now, the promise was that Orlando was going to be the next young team in the East. You remember what they said with Boncaro.
And they got that guy from Memphis whose name escapes me. That
Bane.
Bane, the Batman guy. The 3-pointers.
So now all of a sudden, there they are in the Miami Heat, and you know how the NBA loves the Miami Heat.
Oh, they fucking love the Miami Heat.
Yep. And so all of a sudden, they've gone 8-2 in their last 10 games, and now they're even with Orlando, and they're only a game behind Toronto and only 3.5 games behind the Cavaliers. Now, correct. I'm not worried so much about the Cavaliers because the Cavaliers' schedule will get easier as the season comes to a grinding halt. But it's up here where all the shit's happening. Detroit, think of it this way. We'll do some mathematics. Detroit Pistons, who are first today, are going to drop, and the Celtics are going to move up. Right?
Yeah.
The Knicks, they need to keep in a certain position, and they really need to keep the Cavaliers at a certain position too. And I think the Cavaliers will continue to stay at the number 4 position, that the Knicks will stay where they are. Boston will be 1. Pistons will
versus the Knicks and Cavs in Boston.
That's exactly right. But don't be so sure. The message in the league still is, always will be, that Cleveland can't get through any kind of postseason situation.
Correct. Oh, so
I look at the Heat or the Magic and the Cavaliers
and knock us out in the first round.
Yep. And, look what happened with Indiana.
Oh, God, yeah.
So
that was brutal.
I just know that if the league had its choice, they already put their bets on Orlando, and it just hasn't panned out because of injuries to one of the Nazi brothers there. And, and the Toronto Raptors, I don't know that anybody really takes it that seriously. They could move up, they could move down. My belief is Boston ends up 1, Cleveland ends up 4. That way it's a guarantee that Boston would play Cleveland if Cleveland got through the first round.
Yeah, but they might not if they play Orlando or Miami.
Well, that's my point. But in the end, I believe that it will make sure that the Cavaliers are done for, and they'll still say, even if we got to the second round, it's way too early for the moves that the Cavaliers made. It's been an abysmal failure, blah, 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 blah. And that's what they will say, because that's what they always
say.
And that is that. So I don't know. Everything is shaping up in such a way that it really isn't believable. And then this headline. You always know when somebody pleads guilty in the world of crime, they're protecting bigger criminals.
That's the whole point of doing it. Or you got a death threat that says that you have to plead guilty, otherwise you're going to get killed.
You take the fall for somebody else.
Absolutely.
One of the so-called fixers in a sprawling betting scheme to cash in on big bets on rigged NCAA basketball games pleaded guilty out of the clear blue sky today, according to the federal prosecutor's office in Philadelphia. Jalen Smith, appearing in federal court in Philadelphia, pleaded guilty to wire fraud and bribery charges. The charges were unsealed in January along with 25 others, and he was active in helping fix games in 2023, 2024, and 2024 and 2025. If you don't think this is still going on, you're fucking naive, you're brain damaged, you're fucking corky, and you need to either go to a home where they teach you to stop being addicted to gambling or lose your children's future, because this is all bullshit. And it's happening at the college level. You know that, power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. The money that's being thrown around in college sports now is such that, it's a whole new source for crime.
Oh, God.
My God. Unbelievable. All right.
Oh, on a lighter note, the president of Ohio State resigned today on some sort of murky scandal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know the full. I don't think anybody knows the full details, but it's something to do with a woman and her inappropriate relationship with the
Urban Meyer.
But so Ohio State's without a president. So I upset everybody.
Just like the United States of America. Forget it.
So I upset
Never
the people.
mind.
I upset the people on the Ohio State newspaper comment section by saying it's not easy being president of a pro sports franchise that dabbles in education. But anyway, I got a few angry comments back from that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But that brings up my other point.
Yes.
The BCOD, Black Cow of Death. This is a somber moment. This is not. I'm not trying to make a joke out of this, but there was a minor celebrity actress that did pass away. She was my age, 65, recently, and the only way you'll probably remember her was if you remember the original Ghostbusters movie and the scene where Bill Murray is doing the ESP test. The hot blonde girl in that ESP test is the one who passed away. Her name is Jennifer Runyon, 65 years old. So if you go back and watch the original Ghostbusters movie, you will recognize her and remember her. And there he is, the Black Cow of Death, staring at everyone.
He has had a very big last couple of weeks.
He's been busy killing all sorts of people. So in many continents too. He's been active in Asia, Africa, Europe, South America. I
don't even know why we have to bring our soldiers into Iran when we have this
BCOD.
evil Black Cow of Death that he can just stare at things and destroy it. I mean, it's an incredible weapon. Mary Kay Cabot, I don't know if you've heard the news.
No, I haven't. Is she pregnant?
No. She's a little bit past the point where that's going to happen. Either gonna or anyone would wanna. So somewhere in between that. But her heart was broken today because, I mean, I was looking at what she had written earlier in the day, and here's her article. Will the Browns pursue Malik Willis or Kyler Murray?
Oh, God.
All right.
If either one of them, can I just put a gun in my mouth and shoot myself?
Well, the Dolphins reached a deal with Malik Willis. The Browns were never even in the running. I mean, she's wrong about everything. You know what she's like? She's like a person who goes out on a fucking expedition with a compass that doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, she's just like, it's almost like 52 pickup.
Well, she's like a reverse barometer. Whatever she says, you can definitely think the opposite is true.
And and she then has to come back and write something that will say something to the effect of, well,
Never mind.
The Browns were in the running, but it just didn't work out that way, or something like that to cover her shrinking, sagging breasts. And it's really aggravating to me. I mean, there are women who are capable journalists. Why this person? Why this person?
Well, they're
lazy, absolutely lazy. She wins an award and she's vindictive about it.
She's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, God. Oh.
Wow.
So at any rate, the Dolphins have gone from little Tua to Malik Willis. This organization never learns. It's like, what we need is another small quarterback who scrambles.
Well, they're obviously tanking. I mean, come on. I mean,
I don't know, but I'm glad that Malik Willis is nowhere near the Cleveland Browns. Don't have an interest in him. And the Dolphins have traded Minkah Fitzpatrick. And I hope wherever he goes before he plays, he gets hit by a truck, his knee is crushed, and he never plays football again.
Correct, yeah.
Right. And I'm Casey Kasem. It would be a wonderful thing if Minkah just showed up just like that, because he's being traded to New York. And a big Greyhound bus runs over his knee and he wouldn't be able to play. Or maybe it's even better if we do it this way. He deserves to go to the Jets. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to end up somewhere, let's send him there, for God's sakes.
Are there still Greyhound buses? Do they still exist?
Yeah, you're supposed to leave the driving to them, I think. Kind of a...
Wow. See,
I don't even know if they exist anymore.
Yeah, well, I've been on one, but that was 40-some years ago.
I loved Greyhound for only one reason.
Why?
If you were homeless, you had a place to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been to a Greyhound bus station before.
Oh, well, 40-some years ago I was, but...
Depot, what am I doing here? I ain't coming, I ain't going. Tom Waits.
Oh, there was a great song by Harry Chapin as well about Ride the Greyhound. There's no quicker way to get you down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was on the album, his big album, one of his big albums.
You don't know what was the hit off the album? That wasn't it.
I'll look it up.
I want to. I have to alert my viewers. David Zalewski properly pointed out that I have new glasses now.
You did.
Yeah, and I also now we're talking about David Zalewski. Hey, David, how you doing?
Taxi.
Hello, Moo.
Hi. Oh, the Taxi album. Okay, good.
The Taxi album, not the one with Cats in the Cradle. Taxi. This is
right.
The album before that.
And David, I now have 2 hearing aids.
Oh, really?
What'd you say? David?
Hang on, got a phone call.
You got a phone call? Will you prioritize, please?
It should be on airplane mode.
This is off. What the fuck?
These youngsters today, no respect at all. No respect.
I'll tell you, no respect.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, and the Colts got their wide receiver Pierce back, and they traded their receiver Pittman to the Steelers. So now the Steelers have another big wide receiver. They just don't have anybody to throw them the ball. People are paying an inordinate amount of money for these free agents. I mean, it's crazy shit. Like really crazy shit. Oh, here's David again.
And there he is. There he is.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
How is your mom doing?
Oh, she's doing fine.
I had a phone call, that was all.
Now, Sonny, I told you not to go on that radio program.
Yeah, they're bad people on that. He's gone again.
I'm just messing with him.
This is like Tony the Calf days. Remember when I used to kick him off the move phone?
Yeah. Oh, we love to screw with people. And the teams are being graded by ESPN, and almost every team that is acquiring players is getting C and D grades because of what they paid for them.
And they're all dogs anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to build your team this way. Meanwhile, the Raiders have added Tyler Linderbaum, who's opening up his own accounting agency now for what they've paid him. It's unbelievable. They got, first of all, they got wide receiver Jalen Naylor for $35 million. Yeah. And Linderbaum. You're not going to believe this. A 3-year, $81 million deal for Tyler Linderbaum.
He's a fucking center.
Well, but the reason is because they're going to get Mendoza. All right.
Wow. Yeah.
And so they have to try to do what, they're trying not to do what Cincinnati did, which was to get a quarterback and then not protect him.
Crippled. Yeah. Have him be brain damaged within 5 years of the league. Yeah.
And Linderbaum at 25 going on 26, he's doing pretty damn well. He's done well in the league.
He's sort of a borderline Pro Bowler, isn't he, really?
Yeah. I mean, he's,
Oh, here comes Topaz. Give it Tommy Heinsohn. That'll scare him away.
Right now, I got my dog with me, Topaz the Wolf. How you doing, Topaz? See, he's got some white fur. I just want to tell you that. There is some white in him.
He's one of the gray dogs, though, isn't he?
And he hangs out with sheep, and it's not the black sheep.
It's the white one.
If you know what look, I'm not a racist, folks, but Tommy Heinsohn was.
Tommy Heinsohn,
okay? He was.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dead now, but even he speaks to us from hell. Same way during baseball season.
Harry Carey.
Harry Carey. This is going to really be bizarre this year with the Guardians. They're making me watch this shit in hell. Poor Harry.
Dear.
I mean, it's been like 80 years since he's died, and he's forced to watch Guardians reruns during the off season. Then he has to watch every game of an 162 game schedule of the Guardians.
Did you see during yesterday's game, the big thing that I noticed was the ESPN on ABC feed had commercials from Dickie V doing Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness?
I'm not making this up.
I just want to say that these people helped me get back on my knees.
And if you bring a friend, you can get like a free. No, it's a thing, man. Dickie V is pimping Planet Fitness.
They're going for older people?
Somebody help me in the chat room, though. Like, make sure I didn't just hallucinate this whole thing. But yeah, there's adverts for Dickie V Planet Fitness.
And when you go to Planet Fitness, baby, hold on to the rails with your dear life.
I saw that commercial.
See? Thank you, David.
Wouldn't that be great
crazy.
if they put Dickie V up on one of those, he'd be on a treadmill walker, except they turn it up full speed. Who the fuck did that to me?
I think they sped up his voice too from what it is in real life.
Oh, they use AI now. It wasn't really him talking.
They kind of Dickie V'd him. Made him sound like the old Dickie V instead of the
Ron Shane saw the commercial too. What was he pimping, for God's sake?
You
gotta hit the free weights, baby.
Joining Planet Fitness, and they got some deal on where you take a friend along and you get like, I don't know, a smoothie or something. I was just so shocked by it, I couldn't believe it.
Oh my God, that is weird. I would never have thought of him as a spokesperson for fitness.
Imagine my aghast and shockedness.
Yeah,
when I saw that.
Shock and awe.
Yes.
It's actually funny you mention Planet Fitness because that's when I'm on the show. That's where I'm coming from.
Are you having trouble understanding what he's saying?
Yes, I think it was something that when he's on the show, he's coming.
Oh,
that's all I heard. That's all I heard.
I'm sorry. We'll try to
try it again, David. I'll shut up.
Say again.
I'll mute.
When I get on the show, Planet Fitness is where I'm coming from. That's that strip mall is.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think there's a Planet Fitness down here too, which is closer to where Dickie V lives. But if he were there, he would be out front signing autographs. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Buy my book.
Yeah. I got this book I'm hawking right now. And
I
it's
wrote it 20 years ago.
And it's I'm just thinking of the worst possible book that he could be putting out now that would be in the worst taste of all. Oh my God. It's my last 2 hours with Jimmy V. Oh my God, no.
Make it stop.
I know.
The show has derailed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
We're totally derailed.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it's like.
Well,
I remember he looked at me.
What's really going on?
He looked at me in the eye and he said, "Oh, baby." Oh my God. So at any rate, let's talk about the Cavaliers, about what happened against the Celtics. And
do you want to hear my odd take?
Sure, odd take. Why not? This has been an odd show.
Well, my odd take is that can we please tell? I blame Dan Gilbert for that loss yesterday, and I'll explain this thusly. And it's the fact that they made a big deal about making it the bow tie game on a 1 o'clock game with the Boston Celtics. And he's sitting there in the crowd quite visibly with his bow tie and all of his mates with their bow ties. And the team choked. They didn't want to, they obviously were. If you're going to put that sort of pressure on your team before a 1 o'clock game, that's saying you have to win for my dead son who died of this horrible disease when he was only 27 years old, and he's got his bow tie up in the rafters, you're putting unnecessary pressure on the team that you own by doing that. And they came out as flat as any team I've ever seen in my life. It was, I mean, they were even missing layups and they were running off there was one that Thomas Bryant just sort of like stuck up on the rim and he thought it had to go in. It had to go in. And somehow it like went in the middle of the basket and fucking flew out. I mean, it was just an amazing game. But
yeah. It was amazing.
I mean, what's gonna happen when Dan Gilbert sells the team and you get a completely new ownership in, and they look up and they see that bow tie up in the rafters? Are they obligated to keep having a Gilly night every year from now on? I mean,
well, I mean, I understand why they do it. I would,
but
just
at
think,
some point you gotta kind of give it a rest, you know?
Yeah. You know what I was thinking to myself,
or at least pick a team that's like shit, like have it against when you're playing Sacramento or some game that's not nationally televised, and you're putting all this extra pressure on your players when they don't need it.
Well, I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm thinking to myself, if there is an afterlife, it would be something like this for Nick. It would be, Dad, I think I found something that's not to like.
What's not to like about that? Yeah.
It was a bad game. The second quarter was.
Shane saying we looked good in the first. We looked good for the first 4 minutes. I think we had like an 8-point lead, or it was like 15-3 or something stupid like that, and then all shit out.
It's really kind of funny because when I was young, basketball was a 4-quarter game, but I guess that doesn't mean anything anymore. I mean, that's kind of like saying, I'm trying to think of like the most, prominent fight. It was like, Floyd Patterson was doing great against Ingemar Johansson for.
Sonny Liston was awesome against Ali for that first minute or two.
I mean, it's like it's a game you have to win in the sense that you're trying to prove your mettle as a playoff team, and you just can't play an entire bad quarter. And the funny thing is that the press picked up on that, and they start this shit with, well, if you eliminate the second quarter, it's like we already eliminated the second quarter. That's why we fucking lost. It's like, the Cavs really did better in the second half. It's too late, Carol King. It's too late.
The other great thing about the game, other than the Dickie V commercial, was Shaq at halftime pumping in a 3-pointer in his second try, and I immediately thought of our former co-host Spinner Dave, kicking them in from half court.
I would have kicked it in. You know what I'm saying?
Kicked it in.
You know something? Hey Moo. Hey Moo, I'd have kicked it in from 3/4 court. 3/4 the court. I'm from Kentucky. What the fuck do I know? Yeah.
Yeah, so Shaq was hitting threes better than the Cavs.
Yeah, that's your point, and I think you would be correct in assessing that. The other thing that I want to tell people who, and Ron, I love you. I love you, Ron.
We love you, Cleveland.
I love you, Ron. I mean, not like that. Not like in West Virginia prison. Not like that. That was force. That was brute bull force. I'm sorry. This has gone to hell in a handbasket. But looking good in the first quarter, I understand what you're saying. But yes. I look at the Cavaliers in that game, and it's like, compare the teams. You've got Tatum and you've got Brown, right?
Yeah.
And both of those guys are as good as Donovan Mitchell, okay?
Yeah, they're better than Mitchell and Harden put together.
Well, Tatum can rebound, Brown scores, and Tatum can score. They're both better, have more utility than Donovan Mitchell does.
They're both forwards. They're bigger. They're stronger. They can do all that.
And James Harden looked like a pillar of salt out there. He just wasn't. He doesn't have the elevation. He's got a lot of smarts still up here, and he can be real crafty. But he doesn't have the mobility, the speed, and he was missing free throws. Even it was almost he saw the Celtics and went, motherfucker, this is where I came. Shit, I'm going back to the West Coast.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that rim on the left side of the court was offline, because everything was like bouncing off to the right side. It was unbelievable.
It was fugly, and but then if you want to go deeper than the first two, then you say, okay, well, we got Sam Merrill. He's a great 3-point shooter, but he's nothing compared to Pritchard, because Pritchard can handle the ball, get separation, shoot fadeaways, hand threes.
Correct.
And he's done it all season long. He's better than Merrill. Okay.
Oh, definitely. You would like trade. That's like trading Chico Simone for Carl Yastrzemski. You'd do that in a heartbeat.
And if that's not enough, then you're saying, well, the reason we're not doing so is we don't have Dean Wade. Well, let me. Hauser is better than Dean Wade. Okay,
Correct.
Hauser shoots 40% from three, and he has the range. I mean, my God, his range goes to 30 feet, and
Yep.
he was making everything he was putting up. And that left-handed guy, Schuylerman or whatever the hell his name
whatever
was,
his name is.
that guy just had a field day because he was wide open in the corner. Because when they would try to close out on the other guys who were better than our guys, then he would be wide open and he was dropping corner threes. Meanwhile, what are we trying to fight back with? Dennis Schroeder?
Yeah. Oh, he's my man, Dennis Schroeder, because I always adopt some has-been player on the team, but
There he is.
Had a stinker.
Well, he just isn't a good shooter. He's never been a good shooter. He's kind of
that play when he should have shot,
guy.
and he ended up trying to pass the ball, and Mobley was thinking like, "What the fuck are you doing?" The ball like nearly hit him in the head.
And then there's the other one where he started yelling at Keon Ellis because he threw some stupid ass pass that whizzed right by him. And he's like, "You are supposed to catch the ball." And it's like, you fucking Nazi, get out of my face. It's like,
maybe you should play with the Wagners. That would be like, a better team to play with. That's the one.
Yeah. I don't particularly, and I said this when we got Schroeder, I'm going, there's a reason why he's been with 11 other teams. And there's two things that Schroeder's doing that hurts this team. One is the fact that he's not a good shooter. He still has a good first step. He can get to the rim
fast. Yeah.
And, but he's not a great passer, and he tries passes that maybe he shouldn't try. He's not a good 3-point shooter, and he's playing for a coach that wants 3-point shots. And he's failed, basically at every place he's worn out his welcome. And he's just, he's all right for a bench guy. But the problem is, because of him, any hope of CPJ or Proctor growing are deadened. Shot down.
Can I make this point?
Yeah.
Can I make this point? The thing I don't think any of these guys are all that good as shooters, to be honest.
Which guys are you referring? You mean the guards?
Just the entire team in general. I don't think they're good at shooting the ball.
Well, I think that I think you would be hard pressed to say that Sam Merrill can't shoot, or you'd be hard pressed to say that Donovan Mitchell can't shoot, or you'd be, these people have been putting up 38, 39, 40% seasons, for a couple of years now. The problem is the offense, in order to get, Sam Merrill isn't going to back a guy down and shoot a fadeaway like Little Pritchard does.
Yeah.
That's what I call him. I said Little Richard. He's Little Pritchard. He's the white guy. Okay.
White guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, he can create, and Sam Merrill cannot create offense. He's strictly, he's Max Strus, run around, find an open space and get the ball passed to you. Assuming once the ball touches Harden or Mitchell, you're ever going to see it again. But playing a guy who's 32 going on 33 years of age, who has failed with 10 teams, and his attitude as far as being kind of belligerent.
Yeah, he's belligerent to the refs and everybody. And well, it is what it is, but he's still my man. I always adopt somebody. I used to love Ryan Pumphrey on the long snapper. Or Chico Simone. I always adopt the underdog player.
Well, the problem is Proctor can shoot, okay, but the bottom line is he needs to work on his spots, and CPJ used to be able to shoot better than he's shooting now, but it seems like he's just become this energy player who's not going to handle the ball very much, and he's not getting much time because of Schroeder. And I'm going to say something that's going to irritate a lot of fans, but CPJ was playing better basketball prior to the trade than Schroeder is playing now. And
I can't really argue.
And the problem is that people are forced to sit on the bench because of this. And if Max Strus ever does come back without the amputation, I mean, if he ever does come back, then who else is going to get benched? This has also hurt the guy like Jalen Tyson.
Tyson definitely been hurt.
His role, we got people who are saying on Twitter, they're saying, go back to starting him, and the other people say, no, we got to start Dean Wade, and Dean Wade doesn't have the muscle, but he has the height. The Jalen Tyson doesn't have the height, but he's got some, and he was developing some muscle and attitude. Yeah. And he was shooting the ball well. Now he's not doing anything well. He's like a fourth or fifth option when he's on the floor, and his confidence is waning. And all of this points to Kenny Atkinson. He's got to learn how to use the pieces he has. And he is playing 52 pickup,
Yeah, he does. I've said this before. He doesn't know his best team. He's tinkering. And it looked like the Celtics always had the correct defense for what the Cavs were running yesterday. And the Cavs were playing at half speed, and the Celtics were in the passing lanes, and they were up against our shooters. And that's why we missed so many shit things. And
Missoula's a better coach than Kenny
Yeah,
Atkinson.
we got out coached. We had the bow tie game jinx and all that shit going on yesterday. So.
And we never seemed to play well at 1:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, never. Playoff games. I think we've lost every single day playoff game we've ever played in our lives.
Yeah, and it really is kind of a difficult situation. Boston is a better team. We would never beat them in a playoff series. It just wouldn't happen. The best you can hope for is that we don't have to play them.
Yeah, it would have to be something fluky going on for.
I mean, the thing is,
that 1 year,
I actually like what we can do with the Knicks more. You don't pick your opponents. I like the way we looked against the Pistons, but the Pistons aren't looking good against anybody right now.
No.
The
Knicks are overrated because you got Spike Lee and Stephen A. Smith and all these people that have been pimping them for so long that it's tiresome. But I mean, it just looked like the Celtics are the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Cavs, Cleveland Browns yesterday. I mean, they seem to be 3 steps ahead of us, knew our plays, knew where we were going to be, and just fucked us in the ass.
And they were disciplined. They're defensively disciplined, not playing helter-skelter all over the court. And the coach has a lot to do with that. And Kenny Atkinson is a wild man, and he's very emotional.
Befuddled. He looked befuddled on that.
Well, he is befuddled because, look, he has an idea of the way he wants his team to play. I can't say how he communicates with players, but it isn't helping the confidence of guys like Tyson and guys like CPJ. And it doesn't help that a guy, when we were, playing, more minutes, that Proctor didn't, that he's now just being written off. I mean, they're saying now he's got another injury. I don't know what happened to Proctor. I think it's horseshit. I don't believe it. I don't believe anything about any of this shit anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. The other thing that was interesting about the game yesterday was the fact that Kenny left the starters in when the game was obviously lost, and there's a game tonight to play. So I think he made a point by leaving in Mitchell and Harden down towards the end, even though we were down by 9.
The point may be on the top of his head. I don't know.
I think there was some sort of message being sent that I'm not going to take you guys out of this game, even though we got a game tonight, in about 2 hours.
It's
1 hour.
And the other part of this game, we continue to miss free throws.
It's terrible.
And I'm tired of this, looking at things in like real narrow microcosms. Like, well, Mobley was better. It's like, I don't care. I want a 5-man and then 4 men deep, a rotation where everybody looks good and complements one another. There will be some ups and downs in games. There are going to be, every team has runs in the NBA, but we need consistency, and we can't just keep changing the lineup constantly, and it doesn't help. People like Ron is saying Mobley or Jarrett should come off the bench. Well, Jarrett is glued to the bench because he's injured all the time, and he heals as fast as the other idiot does.
Wade, yeah.
That's right. I mean, the guy bangs his knee against somebody and he's down for 2 weeks. I mean, I don't get it. I don't, and he was playing his best basketball, but then all of a sudden that aggressiveness, he gets a little bruise on his knee and he can't fucking play. So it throws everything off. So I don't know. I don't think the Cavaliers, they're just not good enough right now to be able to be considered. And I know they're saying that it's a right quadriceps strain, but go back 3 days and they were talking about something altogether different about Proctor. Now, if he wasn't playing and he wasn't practicing, when did he get the quadriceps strain? There's something I don't understand, and I never will understand about the way this whole thing goes down. But the Cavaliers need to have their best players, but there has to be a strategy where we can't put in a lineup that is Keon Ellis and Schroeder and who's the other little punky midget like CPJ, and put him in there with
Dean Wade and Donovan Mitchell. That's usually
or with Thomas Bryant. You can't score. Yeah. You're not going to score. I mean, you have to find better rotations.
You with the John Madden voice. You got Proctor and you got midgets and you got
I don't know. It's like, it's kind of like a fruit salad. You've got a pineapple, you got a strawberry, you got some apples over here, you got some plums, you got some peaches, but you got to put them together the right way. Because if you just have peaches out there, you just have a bowl of peaches. You know what I'm saying, Pat? Pat Summerall. Now I don't understand. Shut up. Yeah.
So you can play the song Peaches.
God.
Pat Summerall sounded a lot like Perry Mason, didn't he?
Yeah, that droning voice. He never got excited. Oh my God, I'm having an orgasm. Yeah, he was like that. Yeah. But Perry Mason has a little bit more malice in his voice. Pat Summerall was like nonplussed at everything.
Yeah.
All right, it was a decent catch. Let's get on with it. Now, Perry Mason would be more vindictive. Don't you know? Mark, the truth of the matter is, Mark, when he was Perry Mason, isn't it true? Isn't it true you had a spindle up your ass? Isn't it true? He would, really go for the gusto.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so I don't know. Right now, the pieces aren't gelling, and I'm tired of hearing Kenny Atkinson say, "Well, with all the injuries and the guys, moving pieces, we got to figure this out." It's like, dude,
you're the coach. Yeah,
good coaches figure this out, and they would have figured it out a while back. It's not that difficult, but when the guys you want to try to figure out are injured all the time, you got a problem.
Well, here we go. Tonight's game, Embiid and Maxey are both out.
Oh, yeah. There's a ton of players out for Philadelphia. I have this up here.
Embiid, Maxey, and Edgecombe. If we don't win this fucking game,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
If we don't
Please
win,
don't say that.
we're still 24-31 versus the spread. So for all you people out there,
Injury report: Edgecombe out back. Tyrese Maxey out finger. Joel Hans Embiid out with an oblique.
Oh,
Johnny Broom out with a knee. Paul George was suspended.
Wow.
So there you have it. And
Crazy.
Who is their starting lineup going to be?
I don't know. I don't know these people.
Who are these people?
Who are these people? I don't know who you are.
If I'm looking at the 76ers, let's look at their roster and take a look at
Green people.
Here's their stats. All right. Maxey was playing 38 minutes a game. There's that problem right off the bat. So that's 29 points that's off the floor. Embiid was averaging 27. That's 56 off the floor. Paul George 16.
Yeah, that's 72 now.
Thank you. Edgecombe is 15. That's
87 points.
But Kelly Oubre's there.
Oh, he'll break a few shoulders tonight.
And Quentin Grimes, I'm happy to be out of New York. And Barlow and McCain and Andre Drummond. Yes, he's still in the league.
Andre Drummond.
Damn. Oh, my God.
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you're looking at 3-point shooting, and the people, Oubre is shooting 38%, all right?
Wow.
And Quentin Grimes is hitting 34%. But these guys who are not playing that much, and McCain, the guard, hitting 38%. But I mean, not with big numbers and not with big minutes. So there is no excuse.
Yeah, and then this is another one of the crazy NBA schedulings where there's a scheduled loss in there for the 76ers. So, I mean, Jesus, they got to get rid of back-to-backs throughout the whole league. There's no point in them. Reduce to 60 games or something. I don't know. But way too many games.
Yeah, it's Ron's saying on a 130-point game, I just at this point I want the Cavaliers to win as many games as they can. I would love to see them move up to third. Okay?
I think they can. But they'll be allowed.
That means New York. I mean,
yeah,
because Detroit would have to absolutely fall apart.
Well, they really could.
They could. I mean, because of JB, it's very, very possible. But, I don't care about an individual 130-point game, but I want the team to at least get its legs back under it and start playing a little bit better basketball like they were prior. And you got to win the games you're going to win. I had the Celtics game as a loss, and it's really funny. I'm saying things to people who have larger subscriber bases than I do, which isn't saying much, on Twitter, and they're listening to the program and they're using my takes. They're not mentioning me.
Oh yeah, well, Cleveland.com has been notorious for stealing.
I mean, it's
content
like
from this show.
What I see with my eyes, until I see something different, right? And it's one thing beating the Charlotte Hornets. It's one thing even beating the Detroit Pistons. But when you get out there against a team like the Boston Celtics that are going to be there in the playoffs, and that their coach is experienced, they have experienced players, they're getting their best player back here, it's going to be tough. And, that's that.
Well, how embarrassing must it have been for Richard Jefferson to have to commentate on that shit show?
Well, no, I mean, he was just all pro Boston. He was deep throating Tatum.
He was they were all definitely deep throating.
The league tells him to do that.
Yeah.
He's got a job and it pays him.
Yeah. He's doing the NBA's bidding now.
I mean, he might say something on a private podcast, but when he's on the network on ABC,
he's doing the NBA's bidding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's what that whole game was all about. It wasn't about the dead guy with the bow tie. It wasn't about that. It was all about Tatum. Tatum. Every commercial was Tatum coming back from his
injury. The one Dickie V advert. Oh, baby.
One thing I can tell you about Planet Fitness is before I get out of here, you know,
what are you going to say?
no, it would just be this inane commercial for Planet Fitness, you know? And at the end, it would say, and I just saw Tatum in here. That'd be the end of the commercial. It's like,
there he is. There's Tatum working out Planet Fitness.
I was in bed, couldn't you see the announcers? I was in bed last night having sex with my wife, and I was thinking about the Tatum and how he's coming back. I was looking forward to this, really looking forward to this. And boy, did he put out better than I did last night. Ask my wife. Yeah. And you know what's really funny? Sitting here looking at the chat room and people trying to turn things into political conversations. There's no politics to me. There's no politics in sports except the fixing of games and things of that nature. If you want to talk about politics, there's a gazillion places you can go. And if you're confident about what the direction of the country is, then that's great. If you're not confident, that's great. This is a sports show. And I don't like to see anybody die in war, And if you're right or if you're wrong, it's a shame that people have to die in war. That's the way that I have felt since I was young, and it's the way I feel now. And that's how that goes. Let me see if there's anything else here. No, there really isn't too much. One last thing. Too many bodies, too few spots. The Guardians outfield competition is about to get brutal. Oh, it's brutal to watch, too.
How are they doing, the Guardians? God bless them.
The thing is that they have... it's not that they have too many outfielders. They have too many outfielders who aren't good enough to play in the major leagues.
Yeah, and they're all 4A guys.
Right. That's the problem. And they're saying, well, Stephen Kwan is locked into center field. And why they would put him back in center field, I have no idea whatsoever, because he's got a leg problem, and they're going to
run anymore.
And they don't want him stealing bases anymore. So they're going to put him in charge of center field, and that's not a very smart thing. But at any rate, so now it's 2 outfield positions, and here are your names: Chase DeLauder, Topaz the Snouter, George George Valera. Whoa. All right. CJ Kafus.
Oh, great names.
Angel Martinez and Nolan Jones. Yeah. Now, here's what I know. DeLauder and Kafus are guys who you're bringing them along and up from the minor leagues. There's no reason why they shouldn't be playing, except that DeLauder's injured all the time. Okay.
He's the new Lonnie Chisenhall. I mean, which one is out of options? That's the one they always go with. Whoever they can't ship back to Columbus, they always go with that fucker.
The easiest way of looking at this is to look at platoon hitting, because it's what's going to happen. No, it's what's going to happen.
Brian Garco and Jason Michaels, or whatever, the Michaels guy, can't remember his first name. That horrible platoon.
Yes.
So many years.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But Angel Martinez has gained 15 pounds in muscle. All right. And Martinez was the guy last year who I said, this guy's a major league player. He's a major league talent, and they'd be foolish. And I said that I was dumb enough to say the same thing about Andy Diaz. It's like,
there you go.
All he does is he makes solid contact with the ball, and they decided no, they wanted balls over the fence. We don't want that anymore. Yeah. So Martinez is whacking the ball all over the park, and but he has a history of being better as a right-handed hitter than as a left-handed hitter. Right? Mm-hmm. And so he immediately becomes in consideration for a platoon position. What I don't understand is why they paid $2 million to bring Nolan Jones back, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. The guy's never proven, except in light, thin air in Colorado, that he can hit him over the wall. And I thought it was really interesting that Stephen Vogt had something to say. And, you know, you're not going to believe this. Vogt says he needs to see conviction out of Jones.
Wow.
And when Vogt was pressed on that, he said, well, he's caught in between again, as he was last year, late on the fastball, out front on the breaking ball. And I want to see conviction from Nolan Jones. No, what you're trying to make somebody into a big league hitter who is a minor league player. And I write him off. He doesn't field well. He doesn't run well. This done. Totally done. So you can take him off the list. It's easy to do. And I would be, then the real questions come down to, you had Valera, who got an opportunity to play a little postseason last year. You got Kafis and DeLauter. You've got to, and you've got to have DeLauter and Kafis up at the big league level. At this point, if they have to stay in the minors again for another year, then you might as well just ship them off. Ship them off, because you're not you're not protecting how long you can hold on to these people at this point. You're trying to field a goddamn team, you know? It's to me unbelievable. And now you can add Stuart Fairchild into the equation.
Oh, great name. Great name.
Yeah.
Any relation to Morgan?
I don't know. I just think that I want to see Angel Martinez play. I want to see DeLauter play, and I want to see Kafis play. And not that I have anything against Valera, but Valera has been in the minor leagues for quite a while. He actually looked more mature playing because he's been a little bit around longer. But I don't think that's terrible outfield. But if you want guys who can drive the ball, then it's DeLauter, it's Kafis, and it's Martinez. Because it sure as fuck isn't Stephen Kwan.
No.
So, and I don't understand. I never understand what the goddamn Guardians are doing, but they haven't been able to find corner outfielders for God knows how long.
30 years, I think.
It's been unbelievable, and it just makes no sense to me whatsoever. All right, well, I'm done because it's 6:25.
It's a massive long show today.
It is, but I was having fun, and what the hell?
I was being particularly goofy at various stages. So,
and me too. Yeah. And I can hear better now. You
can hear better.
Yeah, and it's terrible when Talevsky's on. I can hear Talevsky eating those ham and cheese sandwiches and farting, and it's like I took one of the hearing aids off because it was it was like smell-o-vision. It was like, so everybody, thanks a lot for tuning into this edition of Moohead Radio. I appreciate your patronage, even though you're not paying a goddamn thing for it, and you shouldn't be. This show is not worth a red cent, but there are some good ideas that come from it and some honest opinions that you're not going to hear.
Yeah, and then other people harvest these ideas and they go viral and they end up showing up in the national media. I mean, I would love to keep track of all the times that something that's been said on this program is filtered out and worked its way around the entire universe. So
somebody's watching because
somebody is watching and reporting back.
Yeah, and I appreciate those people who are watching, even if they're motherfucking thieves. Thanks a lot for thanks for tuning
It's sort of
in.
like a compliment, though, that they're stealing the idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
Now I showed the black cow of death, so we're going to be
did.
keeping an eye on obituaries over the course of the next 3-4 days.
Rest in peace, Jennifer Runyon.
Yes.
Bad about that.
Thanks, Bronk, for joining me as always, and thanks to everybody out there. We'll see you again on Friday. Until then, hasta la vista, past your heads. Good night.
Go Cavs.